Relationship content must be a humiliation ritual. Welcome back, y'all, to another video reacting to Omeezy. I think relationship content is fine. I feel you gotta like do it the right way. I feel like if you just really have a relationship content like channel, then okay, you're on a different spectrum. And I guess I feel like people think you gotta be together or whatever when it's fine. I feel like you can pivot outside of relationship content to something else. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. And I feel like it's better to go about it like, you know, I'm on it, so one of my other partners is not, and they have a personality inside of what I'm doing, but they're not part of what I'm doing. I thought that's the best way to go about it. So there's no parasocial attachments to me and my partner's relationship. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video.
She been comment me.
With their relationship, Parasocial FC comes right to attention. They treat the whole thing like a court case. Fans don't just watch, they investigate. They go through old tweets, old pictures, old videos, and try to gather as much evidence. They nitpick every action and every detail about what they do. And then most of the times when they don't survive the scrutiny, people get executed for simple things that they did that people have no clue what they're talking about. Now, although I've mentioned her in features,
it's hella people that are just being parasocial. That's really what it is. That's one of the biggest things, reasons for why you can't, it's hard to have a relationship channel or do relationship content, because people are parasocial to the point where you do something and someone will literally say, why didn't he do it like this? She said this before in a different video.
her ever so slightly on my platforms and channels. This is the exact reason why I keep my relationship private, because public relationships don't add any value. They actually multiply pressure, toxicity, and the entitlement of people.
Christy Scott has filed for divorce because allegedly Desmond has cheated. I just saw this article on TMZ and they said that Christy has officially filed for divorce. She got the court documents. She listed the fact that Desmond had cheated on her and said that it had completely wiped out any reasonable chance of reconciliation. Whether you follow them or not, if you're on TikTok, it's likely you've seen their videos, and if you don't know who they are, but you're like, why do they look so familiar?
I remember watching them. I seen them years, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago or something like that, and I was like, this is OD just script. I feel like that's what a lot of relationship content is too. It's just a big ass script. You just gonna sit there and be like, this wasn't that funny. The wife does something that's supposed to be funny or cringe or something, and the husband just laughs out loud obnoxiously. It's good content, but it's like, I can't see myself doing that.
This might help you out, because anytime she'd post a video trying to shock him with whatever it was she was doing, this would always be his reaction. What makes the situation even more sad, besides the fact that they were married, they have 2 kids, and their kids are really young, but they met at 14 years old. I will say this, going through a divorce when you have kids is incredibly hard, especially when you've
But why do we care though? You know? It's like, damn. They getting a divorce. Okay, well,
been together for that long. Having to go through this publicly, I can only imagine how she's feeling, but I hope she's aware that once she gets through the pain, because she will get through the pain, she is going to be more than okay.
and just like that, this is gonna be my last pause, but just like that is my reasoning for, like, you see how she's talking to her because something allegedly happened to her. We don't know how this bitch was behind the scenes. We don't know how she was acting, if she was nice, if she was mean, if she was a tyrant, and she was all crazy types of, but that don't give any excuse for you to be dealing with infidelity. But I'm just saying,
At the end of the day, there's only one loser in this situation in more ways than one, and I don't even think I need to say who that is.
Arguably, and probably not arguably, the most famous TikTok couple got into a divorce this past week. Christy and Desmond Scott, Jehovah's Witness couple, been together since 14, which is a very long time. Ultimately,
Jehovah's Witness, isn't that literally the only way you can separate, is by, like, you can't say, if you're together, I believe, I could be wrong, maybe I should ask ChatGPT. If you're together, you can't just say, I want a divorce now. It has to be something to where you get divorced.
Filed for divorce due
could be
to
wrong.
adultery. Now, on surface,
check.
whoever cheated Desmond would be labeled as a scum. Knowing that they're Jehovah's Witnesses and knowing that this is like the only reason as to how they can get out of marriages makes it a little bit different. But nonetheless, I, in my Christian beliefs, don't feel like cheating is ever valid. Listen, I don't know their struggle, and it's honestly none of my business. But as I went through the comment section of all these videos that I consumed over the weekend, it became abundantly clear that, oh my gosh, I thought it was a joke. Parasocial FC is so real and y'all are so nasty. People felt like they were so entitled to so much information about these people. And I get it, they brought you into their lives over the past couple of years, whether it be building a clubhouse in their...
Yeah, so cheating is a way that they can, it's like a loophole. It's a horrible loophole, by the way. But it's a loophole of how they can separate from each other. If one person cheats, then you can
backyard or what
per their religion.
We're gonna eat for dinner. But I think that there's a difference between these superficial matters and these personal matters, like, I don't know, a husband cheating and going through a divorce. The one that got me the most was his explanation as to why it all happened.
He says, I want to begin by apologizing to Christy, our family, and everyone who has been impacted by the public attention surrounding this situation. I know this news has been disappointing for many, and I'm truly sorry for the hurt it has caused. Christy is the mother of my children, and that will always come first. I remain fully committed to being an active, present, and loving parent to our boys, as I've always been. Christy and I faced challenges and made sincere efforts to work through them. Towards the end of 2025, I wanted to separate, and I had conversations with Christy regarding this. During this period, I made choices that I'm not proud of. I took responsibility for those actions. I shared this with her directly and personally, and ultimately we decided to divorce. I asked for privacy and compassion as we navigate this difficult chapter of our lives. Thank you to everyone who has supported us over the years. I'm grateful for that support and will continue sharing my love for cooking, the things that inspire me. I hope you'll continue that journey with me.
First of all, I think it's actually
He trying to take the fan base with him.
Crazy that he felt like he needed to address the public in this manner. Like the fact that the community at large felt entitled to having some...
Yeah, they felt entitled, and he didn't have to, but he should have. Because the one thing, once you're at a certain level, publicly, with your relationship or anything, is that once you do anything else, they don't give a fuck about what you're doing. They want to hear the answers for this shit that happened a year ago. You can sit here and say, all right, he's like, all right, we divorced. They don't need no explanation because they're not in my relationship. They don't know what I was dealing with for why I did this or why I made this dumbass decision that ruined all this. I'm finna start cooking on my own channel, my separate channel. You post a making eggs omelet Benedict video, niggas gonna be like, what happened? What happened? What happened? You gotta tell us what happened, man. And it's just gonna be annoying to where you should probably just say something to shut everybody up.
Sort of window into their lives during this personal time. But second of all, as I scrolled through the comments, it became abundantly clear that Parasocial FC is actually real. These people claiming different sides of the argument, mostly Christy, saying that they hate him, he's a bitch, he's this, that, and it was just the most outrageous scroll I've ever had in a minute. Now, if you think that people who had full-fledged relationships going into the internet and internet culture didn't have any privacy, what do you think that that means for those that are trying to build a blossoming relationship on the internet? Yana and Marlon, two blossoming streamers for the past year, have been getting very close. It started off as normal streamers. For a little while, it became abundantly clear to the community that, you know, there was probably just a little bit more going on with their relationship than they were telling us.
Good night, guys. We're just gonna sleep out here.
Now, I'm fine with that. Look, I'm one of the guyly pops, you know, girly pops for guys. But there is a line that I draw in the sand, and shipping people is one thing that I don't do. Why? It's weird as fuck, that's why. Men and women, men, women and women should be able to have normal interactions with each other without everybody trying to put private parts next to private parts. What private parts are these that do this? Y'all know what I mean. And if they just so happen to be together and tell us, then that's fine too. But it should be something that happens under their own power. So when Yana and Marlon announced their relationship, I wasn't moved. You shouldn't be moved. Nobody should be moved by this.
Shut that shit up. I was standing right there. Like, y'all act like I don't, like, what's the big secret?
Case closed, bro.
Now, y'all parasocials are getting out of hand.
Case closed.
Let me tell you something. And I'm gonna put all y'all in check. Like, bitch, you tried, Mana and 5.
Case closed.
And I'm not kidding. Like,
case closed, boy.
Y'all.
Case closed. Let's get this shit. Let's get this day popping, bro. Let's get this day fucking popping, bro. Let's get this day fucking popping, bro.
But sadly, that's not how any of this works. Just 3 days after.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
After Marlon and Yana announced that they were in a relationship together, a video surfaced of Marlon and a woman named India from Love Island were out seen together kissing in public. Now, the two reasons why this is awful is because India is known for being in a relationship with one of the Love Island cast members. The person that released this clip or video is trying to expose that she was cheating.
This cheating scandal that's going on. Quick story time. December the 3rd, I went out, done a bit of shopping, and I stopped at Duck and Waffle to get some food. And as I'm in there eating, I've realised India Pollack is here. But I'm like, okay, there's no dummy. What's going on? Anyways, let that shit slide. I thought, do you know what? I'm going to take a video because as a fan...
Let me take a video as a fan. Not before when I just got there. Not after. Not when they were talking. Only when they kissed.
Obviously, why would I not? Recording a video, why is India locked in, entangled?
Okay, they weren't kissing at first. Maybe it's just the random of timings is the perfect timing this happened.
With her mouth, with this Marlon guy on the video I posted. It's true, guys. This ain't no cap. This ain't no bullshit. I have the video upon my phone.
The second thing that makes it awful is that Parasocial FC put their boots on, they've got their bayonets, and they are ready to go to war about Marlon, Yana, India, Demi, and all of these relationships online.
There's actually people saying Dami deserved to get cheated on because he didn't propose to India. Meanwhile, there's no married women in their family. Your mom has been a girlfriend since 1980. Like, why don't you start with your own family? Do you understand how mad you sound? Start with your own family. Your sister is not married. She has 3 kids. You have 4 kids. You're not married. Why don't you start by dictating your own family, getting your own affairs in order? Start with that, and then we can take you seriously.
UK Thanos. She really just came out here and snapped her shit.
Bro, Marlon did the dude a favor. I don't want to be that guy, but like, right? If your girl's gonna cheat publicly, making out with a guy, if I'm the guy that got cheated on, I'm thanking Marlon.
W11.
What? He just saved me years. Hello? In 11 months. What are you talking about? How are you guys getting mad at Marlon? Am I living on the same world? It's not on both. It is not on both. It has nothing.
I thought they said it was because he cheated. He cheated with Yana, and then she cheated with what's her name. But at the end of the day, I don't care.
Marlon, whoever just wrote that, it's a respect thing, dude. If the girl is gonna kiss, dude, it's on both. How is it on both, bro? What? He as a man should also respect the fact that she's in a relationship. All right, do you guys think Marlon is the one that is fucking controlling this girl from kissing him? Like, y'all could be fucking with me.
There's a clip that this one dude released. Somebody recorded me kissing a girl.
Now he's doing the whole talking about it.
Hey, how you doing? 24-year-old man, single at the time, not talking to nobody. What are we talking about here? I'm really confused here.
Now, as an online figure, you wouldn't normally have to explain any of this. You wouldn't be dealing with all the parasocial scrutiny that's coming along with kissing somebody, with, you know, being, and I'm not excusing the woman for cheating. You know, people consider that to be bad. Don't cheat. But at the end of the day, it's none of our business. And what makes it even worse, though, is that Marlon is now sitting here having to explain why Yana is getting embarrassed because of his actions.
It's Yana, because she gets looked upon in a bad way. She does. I wasn't talking to nobody at the time. So that's not something I need to address, whatever it is. It's not, okay? That's all it is. But the fact that, you know what I'm saying, obviously now me and Yana are doing more stuff. People are seeing us online. People are seeing the edits. We're posting each other. I'm commenting on stuff, like all this stuff. And that it was such a bad timing. It is looked upon as, oh, Yana, he's doing you dirty. Oh, Yana, look at that. Look what he's doing. Oh, Yana, that's embarrassing for you, whatever. So that's why, honestly, I want to come on here and say and clear things up so you don't assume anything and all of a sudden start maybe telling her stuff or telling me stuff or whatever it is, right? You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to say something. I'm gonna be honest. I ended it at night. 3 hours later, I had a flight. What does that mean? I had spoken to Yana for about 1 hour. 1 hour I spoken to Yana off stream. But here y'all go talking about, oh, but you were feeling this. She was feeling this for you. Shut the fuck up. You don't know nothing. We haven't even we had never spoken.
See, having parasocial relationships is all good until it go against you. See, I need some parasocials in here. I need y'all to start watching my shit spamming. No matter what I post, y'all are going to tap in and rock with it. But once it get to that certain point where you like, all right, niggas, y'all don't know everything. Chill out. Get on my... that must be the worst. Like that must be the most frustrating thing you could probably go through on social media.
Off camera until after Hawaii. Literally never. I will not be sitting here doing this girl content again. Like there's just no point. Like I'm trying to focus on what I've done this in January, where I've just been doing my thing, and it's been the best 10 days of content I've done. Like all of that shit is just dramas, it's troubles, it's all this stuff.
Now a situation with two adults in a consenting relationship is having to be explained to the internet community, as if their opinions bear any weight on what goes on a day-to-day basis. I used to have an uncle who used to tell me three things. If they're not fucking you, feeding you, or fucking you, I don't know why I said fucking you twice, but if they're not doing those three things, then why are they in your marital, relationshipinal business? Why do their opinions hold so much weight? It's probably because these people are insidious and incestuous. They come for all of your comment sections. They
live vicariously through you. They live, oh, he got his girl bad, Yo, why didn't you take her to the place that I like, that you don't even know me or what I like from? Why didn't you take her there? Why didn't you? I would have taken her. Nah, he not treating her as well. You're not treating her right. Or the women be like, he's not treating you, playing your own insecurities, your own projecting all of that shit onto somebody else's relationship. And more than 85% of the time, it's on the man that's not doing something right.
For the other person's comment section, they spam chats, they do all these nasty things, make these TikToks that ultimately seep into your real life where you can't avoid it. And I know it's easy to just say log off, but these are people's livelihoods. These are people's jobs. They have to stay connected to the internet to some extent. Now, a problem that was never a problem is all of a sudden a problem. I will say that Yana does handle this like an adult in this situation. She says that, this happened before, Marlon and her were even together, so it really doesn't even matter. But I don't like the fact that now this becomes some sort of conversation.
Yeah, now she opened the doors to, okay, when we have something, you're going to respond to us because you have to, because you just did.
About her knowing beforehand, because honestly, it's not too relevant in the conversation.
I'm not going to sit on here and talk about everything because I'm not really ready to do that. And I feel like some stuff doesn't really need to be said online. I also don't owe anyone an explanation, and I guess other people don't either, so yeah, you get it. I will say, y'all don't know what's going on behind closed doors either, so that's a big one. So I see a lot of clips, people assuming this and that, or edits for this and edits for that, and you get what I'm getting at. People just don't know. They don't know. The timeline was what everyone was kind of confused about, but I will say there were no strings attached. That was before, that was fresh and new stuff in Hawaii. Very fresh, very new. I will say, when y'all found out, I found out.
Damn. But because the weight of this nasty conversation is weighed so much on Yana, she's decided to go ahead and delete her social media account, Twitter, for her health, safety, well-being, and from a
W's. I mean, I don't know if she does anything on Twitter. I don't got a Twitter, so.
Can you delete Twitter, please? Oh, I'm steps ahead. I deleted Twitter 24 hours ago, and I feel relief. I do feel happy today. I do.
I feel like these people's communities ultimately become those single friends that are in people's ears.
He ain't no good for you. You don't need him. Bro, she be on everybody's stream. Nigga, you ain't see what happened to Kai? Why wouldn't she do that to you? You not even popping like that.
When these creators get into a relationship, that dude ain't
Get
no
on my
good
ear.
for you. She a hoe. She on every single stream. He's for everybody, girl. This and that and squawk. It just becomes too much. And I've seen this cycle repeat itself over and over again. Whether it be Blackboy Max and his girlfriend, kaicenat and Gigi, DDG and Hallie. I can't remember
I forgot about the DDG and Hadley thing. Dang.
last time somebody was truly happy for somebody to be in a normal relationship and was just totally normal about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like this is just all parasocial, and I mean, if you do dip your toes in this social media content creation space with your couple, your partner, your other half, whatever, I feel like you do gotta just at least know what's gonna happen, know what's gonna come, know what the possibilities are, because you can just stay there and make your little family content, do whatever, but there's gonna be parasocial relationships, and just know that you gotta deal with that at a certain point. Put yourself in the shoes of niggas telling you, are people talking about you? saying things that you did this, you did that, and you don't know, and it's frustrating. Imagine that times 60. That's what I would say. Niggas telling you, why ain't you do this? Why aren't you doing that? Is it worth it? If it is, congratulations. Start that channel. If not, I say step away from it or find a way you can do it around it. You know, try and make it a little, what's it called, without that necessarily. Because not everybody can handle that stress and pressure. Hey man, I appreciate y'all for watching. Let me know how y'all feel about this down below in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. I'm gone.